Ax's Iron Talon jungling is, for the first 2 minutes, kind of similar to what it used to be. You don't have the quick suicide timing back to base, but you do at least get a pretty fast pair of Tranquil Boots. Hester Joe is going to be your first blood at top lane. Looks like they did manage to catch him with the single counter ward they had left.
EGM barely surviving through it, and poor EGM itemless there. At least doesn't look like he'll find it with the central ward being planted. Poor EGM. Had 400 gold for boots, had to upgrade the courier, buy sentries, buy more observer wards, so he doesn't even get to buy the boots.
Yeah, both these supports are actually pretty poor. Having to use all their regen early, both of them not picking up boots just yet. CM is sitting here inside the jungle waiting for Jonassomfan because it's become a pattern now. Jonassomfan goes jungle, then he pops out as the push comes in, and this is where Rise will punish Jonas. And this is, as you said, because he was getting so much experience out of the jungle, be a very big kill. Level 6 Axe ends up going down.
158 gold each.
It's just about to pick up his level 5, and Limmp has opted to start jungling.
Yeah, both of them level 4 at this stage of the okay, level 5 now on Baby Knight, as you said. But top bottom lane, they've got another kill on Jonas. This Cliff Ward, they know exactly when he comes into the lane, and Rise. This is like the dream CM game. Like when your lanes aren't being contested and you get to jungle bit, you get so much out of those early levels. And the lanes are being heavily won by C9 as a result.
Nice roll in by the Earth Spirit, catches the Ogre, and Baby Knight's damage is way too big at this point. Shadow Ward's level.
C9 team, everyone has achieved their goal coming in. Like the Earth Spirit's pressured all the lanes, the cores have all won their lanes, and Weaver's been disrupted up top. Every single lane has gone according to plan.
Rise going to be caught behind the tower, but a nice ultimate gets dropped by Baby Knight, hitting on 3. That'll be Limmp down first. Loda is about half HP as well. With the golem on top of him, he's going to have to invest. Pops out, can't make it out alive. Hester Joe finish him off with Shikuchi, and will collect Handsken's soul as well. Jonassomfan, it looks like he went for ace, but in the back line couldn't finish him off, and now he will inevitably be kited to his doom. Tier 1 tower going to get dropped as well. This is apparently how you run a lone druid lineup. Goddamn, 7 minutes in.
In the mid lane, they'll probably play a little bit more defensively now while the Rock's on cooldown. They've split up across multiple lanes, although I say that they've also got 4 heroes up top. It's just Ace really off by himself at bottom lane, trying to finish this tier 2 tower, knowing how low it is.
Yeah, Hester Joe actually popped his Shikuchi and ran backwards just to hide from the incoming creep wave, trying to disguise their push. That being said, there is at least one ward that will spot some rotations, and it looks like Jonassomfan does see Noya, does manage to get the call with Loda and Handsken nearby. They should be able to burst him down. The Weaver may be able to get some vengeance, though. He does have a good swarm on out. Rise is going to also be a target. Jonassomfan with the extra Culling Blade movement speed, very necessary. Looks like he may get himself out. Shikuchi damage is going to be a little bit more. Loda's trying to help him out by eat that bug. There goes the armor, but it's still going to be enough. Baby Knight helps collect it through the Fatal Bond. So Alliance actually get...
And C9 have fully taken over this Alliance side of the map.
And C9, when they were responding to this kind of pressure, right, they waited out until they had the Blink Dagger. Now the catch on EGM. They waited out until they had the Blink Dagger on the...
In the trees. Baby Knight, though, is a bit vulnerable here. Does have the point booster for some survivability.
Oh, Noya managed to get a silence off on EGM as he's the first one to pop it. Goes straight to his shrine. They do manage to catch Baby Knight. Can they actually kill him before? Culling Blade gets dropped, and there is going to be no chaotic offering in this engagement. Alliance now still have the opportunity to push.
You take that if you're Alliance. Like, you need to get something. You need to make sure you win that fight. Problem is C9 are already back, pressing the lanes. Lone Druid's coming down mid, and that is not where you want to be, EGM.
Jesus. C9. Literally charging at the lane. They'll push Alliance away from this tier 2 tower. C9 probably going to start setting up for a push in bottom and collect that other shrine. But Jonassomfan with the haste ring is going to run into Noya. Maybe they could quickly burst him down. Magic Missile is just not enough. Assassinate's coming out. That'll bring Noya a little bit lower. Jonassomfan may be able to jump back in and get that Culling Blade, but Hester Joe is charging in deep, and looks he's trying to cancel that Blink Dagger. Loda actually receives the Savage Roar, stopping his TP, so now he's the next one in trouble, and I don't think Alliance have the turnaround potential. He turns, fights, tries to go kill the Spirit Bear, but Jonassomfan and Limmp are going to leave him to die.
Problematic. C9 probably too early in the game to really turn that into objectives with the low respawn times. Well, the Shrine perhaps a pseudo objective. Jonas is still positioned at bottom. He's going for this. That's a lot of creeps.
There's a Savage Roar. Chaotic Offering is also going to be dropped there to help save him, and they do get the Entangle to stop the TP. So JonassomFan, high risk play, had some high reward opportunities to it, but does not.
Even a Weaver saying would be nice. Weaver's going straight into the Ag Scepter as a core hero, and
swap back. Ace. He does manage to get off the melee form. That's going to make him so much tankier. The kick actually misses out. They are still pursuing this one. At the same time, Alliance win on top lane. God has to Joe. Noya's going to be turned around here. Ace is going to be losing his Aegis here. If Handsken has his way, the heal is barely doing enough. Now the Savage Roar plus Frostbite. Somebody finish him off. A Wave of Terror will do the trick. Now he's going to come back in range for him. They swapped, and I can't believe Alliance made that kind of play, fighting as 3 into that Aegis, but it worked out. JonassomFan's going to be chased down here. He's got the Swarm on him. He doesn't have any way to blink out. And this looks like it could be his death. Ogre and Venge, they're just a little bit too far away.
Time lapse even just to get rid of some of that spin damage to make sure they can keep.
JonassomFan, don't try and chase. He's going to get hit by a boulder. That stops his TP. He buys out the broadsword for his blade mail, so at least he won't lose gold here.
Yeah, when this Weaver gets an Axe, which is coming sooner and sooner, that Blink Call with Infest Bomb.
Hit anyway, it seems, with a double damage on well, he doesn't have a Spirit Bear. This is actually kind of risky for C9. They're trying to push out, see if they can catch EGM. They will manage to slow him down, hold him in place. Now, they are going to be comboed up here, sandwiched between Limmp on one side and Loda on the other. Noya does manage to roll his way to the other side.
And item-wise, what else are they waiting for? The Skadi for Ace is almost there as well. He's just like 1,000 gold short of that, so likely wait for these next couple big items to complete, and then the word will probably be, let's go. Let's end this game. They've got the Ags on Weaver, and they'll potentially find a pickoff now. Jonas can't blink from the urn.
The urn, and now the Magnetize. Goodbye, JonassomFan. And Joe even gives Noya that full heal.
Yep. Going back up. And they were like, yeah, we're working. It is being worked on. There is a new drafting UI coming soon, apparently.
Oh, the swap, Baby Knight. He's the target. Not quite the combination they really hoped for. He can get off the ultimate now. He turns around, Scythe the Vice, up EGM. Now the Golems will have their way with him, or maybe not. Loda turns, defends EGM's life, kills one of the Golems, almost gets one of the other ones. Now JonassomFan managed to almost catch Ace. What was that? He get a Force Staff right through him. EGM, nice silence in the back lines. Frostbitten up, but Limmp is still shooting as the Assassinate managed to finish off the CM, and now the Aegis falls from the Lone Druid as well. Are they still going to go for it, though? They don't have a bear, but they do have a numbers advantage, 4 versus 2 against Limmp and Lifestealer.
Golems just melted.
Man, Baby Knight has some long range of that Scythe of Ice. He's actually just going to try and TP away. That was weird. That's one form of initiation, I guess. Good kick forward. Noya trying to help.
We saw how fast Loda can deal with him as well, so if he gets that refresher like at a later stage of the game, it won't necessarily be a big game winner, but C9 looking to close things out, find an easy pick on EGM. Nothing much there that they can do in response, and they are grouped up around an additional damage output. Handsken caught out.
They're finding picks. But they're just
but they're not like the big picks, you know? It's not Loda, it's not Jonas. It's never Limmp. Limmp is always positioned very far back.
They're a little bit controlled as well. Bear may die again here. Ace is actually going to be without a Spirit Bear for 2 minutes. Now the initiation comes in. Noya actually not hit by that one. Does manage to get a stun up onto Limmp. Limp's caught in the corner. Swap back. EGM does save his buddy. Loda's now going to be Scythe of Ice. There's the use of it. Ace is controlling him. Oh, freezing field. The right-hand side almost brings down 2, but it's not good enough. Not going to last. JonassomFan desperately chasing onto Ace. They need to be able to get these backline heroes. JonassomFan, he will end up going down. Loda fights it out with the Golems and finishes them off, but Joe is here trying to clean up, and Ace is on his way as well. Alliance, they're not healthy enough to be able to fight this one anymore. They need to leave. Loda needs to get out. He needs to armlet toggle through all of this, but it's not going to happen. Joe, he gets stunned up, but he does manage to get off the ulti. He will survive. There'll be a smoke down, though, and C9 won't. Oh, they've got an Arcane Rune, too, so this means that Spirit Bear is going to have a lot less cooldown. Oh, Joe just runs right into Alliance as a 5-man. That's a huge pickoff. That Ags
Yeah.
upgrade on the time lapse is so critical for seeing.
Leader fight. They're gonna ping out Ace here.
Savage
Bears.
Roar, they need a good one. They're not going to get it fast enough. That means Ace is going to be caught. Loda is going to gobble him up. The Assassinate helps give him the extra bit of damage needed. Now, what are they going to do from here? Yeah, that kills Ace with the call. He gets a Force Staff out, and
it wasn't
he
just
will
Ace, it was
survive.
Hestejo bottom. I mean, he may get caught out here, but he did a lot of good damage. He's going back in for the tower, perhaps? Yeah, oh, doesn't get that right click off. We'll get it and pay for it with his life.
Okay, well, I mean, that's still 80 seconds down. Can Alliance force a buyback? It's hard. They've got the time.
Be the best, safest play.
Oh, Hestejo, did you just get greedy? He's so close. Force that forward, gets the Blink Dagger, pops out. Now the kick, though, it lands on 2, but it's still enough. With a raged up Loda Lifestealer with an Abyssal Blade, they do manage to catch Hestejo, and these picks are so important because it now means Alliance once again can get some map control, and who knows, maybe they can push high ground, maybe they can catch Ace, a swap, oh no, Ace is dead. Ace is dead. This is surely going to be buybacks, and maybe Alliance. They've got a win condition.
Well, they just don't want to use it. They're like, well, we'll give them 2 full lanes to save our buybacks. They're going to drop rocks here. Loda, he's
Chaotic
tanky.
Offering with the Scythe of Ice. Another Chaotic Offering. It's coming close. The
Double
Fatal
hit.
Bond damage is bouncing all to those here in the back line. Rice now going to come forward. He does manage to get the Frostbite up onto Handsken. That's going to be another potential kill. As he is going to be just chased down. That is going to be the buyback on Hestejo, though. They managed to keep the Lone Druid buyback intact, and they kept
Punished for dying. When you're defending, you get punished because 50 seconds is a lot when your enemy's already at your base.
I'm a little bit worried about Ace here. He's playing this very aggressively. Limmp actually comes forward. Jonassomfan intercepts Hestejo. Hestejo doesn't have buyback. He doesn't get off the time lapse. Ace, he's fighting up against Limmp, but he doesn't have a BKB. He's getting kited around. The stuns are there, and they've taken down the Lone Druid. 48 seconds down with buyback. Noya almost gets dropped as well. He'll TP out successfully, it looks. Only got the Lone Druid's damage to be able to work with at this point in time. Jonassomfan pops that Blade Mail. The Blade Mail's going to fade off in a little bit here. Another Scythe of Ice placed onto Loda. He doesn't have buyback, remember that. But Ace, he's also in a little bit of danger. EGM goes for him, straight up stuns him. Noya gets torn apart by Loda. Tier 4 is down. Throne is exposed. It's already at 3k HP. Buybacks are rolling out from Cloud9, but Jonassomfan intercepts. They're just going straight for the Throne, and Alliance have done it. They've taken game 2. They will push for a game 3.